yeah, finally we're gonna do our conclusion of the series. Issue number 5 was
Long overdue.
long overdue review. But the issue,
And,
I think, did have like a 2 month gap between.
yeah, this is the between the fourth and fifth, it was like a month and a half, so it wasn't too long.
Yeah,
Um, it's a pretty straightforward issue. I mean, it picks
very.
up right where issue 4 left off, and it's just Rita's monsters are fighting King Ghidorah. The Rangers are fighting King Ghidorah. Nobody can kind of stand a chance, and the monster's like, "Whose side are we on?" Um, and then Rita's like, "Do we even have any more monsters to fight this thing?" And Finster's like, "Nope." And she's like,
Yeah,
"What the hell?"
yeah. No, she's like, why can't? It's like, can our monsters defeat him? And he's like, well, he beat the Power Rangers and Godzilla. So, and she's like, don't answer my questions.
Yes, she's like, "How dare you answer my questions?" Yeah, and then the aliens are like, "We told you not to do this." And while this is all going on, Tommy jumps out of the ship. He like smashes the window open, dives out, and summons the Dragon Zord.
Yeah,
And the rest of the Rangers are like, "Yo, Tommy's back!" So they combine to make the what is it, the
the
Ultimate Megazord?
yeah, the Ultra Megazord.
Yeah, and they
Oh, actually,
join
it's
in on the fight.
the Dragon Megazord. The Ultra
Yeah.
Megazord is when they also have Tyrannus too, that
Oh
little
yeah.
chariot thing.
Yeah. So they're all teamed up, and now Rita's monster's like out of the picture now.
Yeah, no,
So it's
they're
just
knocked out.
yeah, they're like yeah, we're screwed, and they pretty much they beat King Ghidorah really quick. Like they
Yeah.
hit Ghidorah with a massive blast, and Godzilla jumps in with his radioactive breath, take him down, and the body drops and just looks charred. Like they like cooked that
Oh yeah, no,
boy.
he's done. It was a
Yeah,
very quick conclusion,
yeah. It
but
was
it's 5 issue series. They got to wrap it up quick.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's kind of like it for the fight there. Then it cuts back to the ship again, and the alien's like, "Oh crap, we're screwed." And Vita's like, "Oh man, we should probably get out of here." And Godzilla hits the ship with his atomic breath. The ship like tilts, starts falling out of the sky. Rita trips and she drops her staff that had that
Multi-dimension.
multi-dimensional stone or
Yeah.
whatever it was. And she's like, "Oh man, it cracked." She's like, "I wonder if it still works." And they're like, "Yeah, the ship's going down. We don't want to be here to go with it." So she goes, boom, warps everybody out of there, and ship crashes. Then Godzilla turns his sight back on the Rangers, and the Rangers are like, "Yo, we just teamed up," and they're like, "Well, we're the last threat left to this planet and Godzilla," so they're about to fight him, and then Zordon kind of like reestablishes connection with him, and it's like, "Yo, you got Tommy back, get out of there." So he warps him out, and he leaves. They leave Godzilla to a destroyed planet by the Zalians, and the Zalians are like, "Oh, we can still recover and take this planet." And then Godzilla just crushes their ship, and they're
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. And then it does a quick cut back to with Zordon. They kind of just wrap it up real quick. No, nothing really major happens.
No,
But then we get a glimpse of Rita, and she's stuck between dimensions. And we get kind of, we can see up here at the top, glimpses into other dimensions, other multiverses. So they tease Draken, they tease the Showa Godzilla.
GMK,
Yeah,
Millennium.
yeah, GMK, Millennium, and then they also tease RPM and Dino Charge. Um, I don't know if
And
they probably are teasing a sequel series or hoping for a
I hope
sequel
so. Yeah,
series. But basically all they've shown is like the known, these are happening in a different dimension stories. So
yeah,
like we know Dino Charge is its own multiverse because Power Rangers is a multiversal franchise. RPM is its own timeline. It's like where the world ends.
yeah,
It's like post-apocalyptic.
yeah.
And then Showa is obviously not with Heisei. Uh, GMK is its own thing. Millennium's its own thing. I thought it was. I guess like the Godzilla that was in this series was like an amalgamation of like Heisei
I would say
and
so. Yeah,
and like maybe a little bit of Millennium, but kind of like its own Godzilla.
Yeah.
They pulled kaiju from all over the timeline, so it
Yes,
could
that's for sure.
really, it's really like an amalgamation Godzilla. Um, but they teased Draken, which who knows? I mean, if we're gonna do some speculation on a sequel series, there's a couple different ways that they can go with this. Um, I think you could definitely do a Draken with like his own Mechagodzilla like Zord thing,
That would be better.
or like there's a Mechagodzilla and his Zord fuses with it. You could always do something like that. That'd be awesome. Um, you could definitely do Zed now. You know, maybe Zed bumps into like the Zillions or the I forget
Yeah.
the was it the Keylocks? Well,
Yes.
that's from Final. That's from Destroy All Monsters. What's the
Yeah.
one from the first Godzilla, Mecha
The,
Godzilla movie? I forget the name of
they,
those
I
ones.
believe they are called. They're they're called the. I wanted to say they're called the Black Hole Aliens.
They are. They are. I think that is what they're called because they're
Yes.
loosely based off of the main villain of Spectrum Man.
Yeah.
They would be a cool one because you don't get to see them very often.
No. That's what I said recently in one of my. I believe it was one of the All Hail the King reviews, or it might have even been the Godzilla vs. Ghidorah Rivals review. That although those aliens are iconic, I'd like to see some different aliens in the comics.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like it's always the aliens in King Ghidorah.
it is
And
always King Ghidorah. I'm sick of King Ghidorah. To be honest with you, I mean, it's like there's so many cool villains, and
yeah,
they always go back to King Ghidorah as like the big bad final guy. We never get Destroyer, we never get Biollante. Um,
we did get Biollante for the Godzilla Monsters Protectors Rise Up. That was the first arc,
oh, it
actually.
was okay. So
Yeah.
well we did then.
And
Um,
we're getting Destroyer versus Biollante.
we are no yeah, but they don't use them as like
Yeah.
villains
No,
though.
I know what you mean.
Um, I feel like Destroyer doesn't get enough respect.
Yeah. They did have
Just like
Destroyer.
Batra.
He was in Rulers of Earth, but like he wasn't. Yeah, you're right. Not the main villain.
Yeah, never a main villain. Mecha Godzilla would be cool, but also he's also kind of overplayed, but not as much as Ghidorah. Um,
Yeah.
I understand there's like just not as many like big bads in Godzilla, but maybe do Space Godzilla or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
It,
Space. I think Space Godzilla is probably like the least popular of the Heisei movies.
it is, but the design is
The
popular.
design was awesome.
The
Yeah.
design's popular, and just because it wasn't produced well doesn't mean that you can't fit
One
him
of
into a
the
different franchise and make him cool.
yeah. One of the recent takes on Twitter on Space Godzilla was cracking me up. Somebody was like, "Oh, Space Godzilla. Describe the Space Godzilla. Oh, Uncle shows up to Earth to kidnap his nephew and tries to kill his brother." I was
So
like,
it's
"That's," and then redecorates Earth with crystals.
like the first arc of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. Oh, basically, I didn't thought it that way.
Space Godzilla is Raditz and gets about the same respect as Raditz does as a character.
Wow, and you can see we got all the spikes too, kind of.
Yeah, he does.
Think about it. Damn, just blew my mind there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Overall, it was a fantastic series. All the covers. This is the first comic book series where I bought every single variant there was.
yeah, me too.
I've never done that before. I'm usually like, all right, I'm gonna get that one, that one, that one,
Even
that
con
one.
exclusives I
Yeah,
got.
yeah. Con exclusives. We had our buddy pick up the New York Comic Con exclusive. We couldn't make it this year,
Yeah.
and the San Diego one I ordered online. But at least I got the New York Comic Con one at a normal price, and
Yeah.
not $30 off eBay or $25.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
And you know,
great series, and I hope IDW and Boom Studios keep doing these crossovers. I mean, right now they're doing Power Rangers X Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. This time it wasn't Verse Ninja Turtles.
yeah,
Um,
because now they're like teamed up.
yeah,
And the covers look amazing for that series.
Yeah,
And like some of the stuff I've seen on Twitter for it, like I'm like, oh man, I kind of want to like read this.
yeah. I'm. It's definitely on the list. I'm gonna pick up the trade paperback for the. I'm probably when the trade paperback comes out for this one, I'm gonna pick up both of them and just binge read it.
Yeah,
I'm glad that I'm did not commit to picking up the variant twist because there is like
too
every
many,
issue. There's like 8 variants for every issue.
way
If they
too
did that with
many.
Godzilla, I would be broke. I would have spent like $1,000 in
I
comics.
probably wouldn't have
Trying
done it.
to
Honestly probably would have just bought digital and got the trade paperback.
yeah, yeah.